Hey, happy Friday to you. It is July 2nd in time for this week's Friday Funnies. And I'll be the first to admit and to apologize to you that the Funnies are coming to you a wee bit late this week. And I have a good reason for that. It's all because of the weather. You see, the weather in the Midwest this week has been absolutely gorgeous, with temperatures in the 70s and plenty of sunshine. So on Tuesday, I did what any rational thinking person would do, and I hopped on my motorcycle for a ride and just got back now. So then I thought, well, hey, this is the start of a holiday weekend. Possibly you're not even going to see these funnies until next Tuesday when you get back to work. So really, what's the big rush? Now, one of the places that I wound up on my little ride, I went up to Door County, Wisconsin, and I got to experience a local event called a fish boil. A fish boil. It's kind of like a clam bake, except, of course, completely different. What they do is they take this giant pot of water and they put it on a very large outdoor fire and boil the water, and they throw into that potatoes and onions and, of course, fish. Then they just boil the daylights out of it. And then the head boiler, or the boil master, or the guy in charge of the fire, he announces it's time for the boil over. And he throws a can of diesel fuel onto the fire. And up erupts this enormous giant fireball, this conflagration. The ball itself is the size of a John Deere tractor. And he said that he does this because it helps to boil off all of the oils of the fish and make it taste better. I think it's all show, man. I was calling it a Wisconsin luau. But anyhow, the meal was good. The fuel oil taste was barely discernible, and the rest of the meal was quite delicious. So have a fish boil in Door County, Wisconsin. But enough about my adventures this week. Let's take a look at what happened in this week's news. We're going to start off with some celebrity garage sales. Two dead celebrities this week sold off some of their stuff. Well, they didn't sell it, but whoever was in possession of it sold it. For instance, in Los Angeles, somebody paid $45,000 for a set of 3 chest x-rays of Marilyn Monroe. Now, granted, these are photos of Marilyn Monroe's bare chest, but you really can't pick out any of the good parts. In the meantime, over in London, Michael Jackson's crystal-studded white glove. Remember that white glove he wore on the Victory Tour in 1984? Just one white glove. Anyhow, that went up on the auction block. The winning bid, $192,000. Now, this is an awful lot of money, and I'm thinking if I'm going to invest in celebrity memorabilia of some sort, celebrity artifacts, I'm going to wait until something goes on the block that is completely indestructible. So I'm waiting for Keith Richards' liver. Here's a couple of stories of burglars gone wild. In Glasgow, Delaware, a man saw a burglar trying to break into his car. So he grabbed his gun, he went out, and he held this guy at gunpoint until the police arrived. Now, the weird part about this story is that it happened this week. It's summertime in Glasgow, Delaware. This guy was dressed in all winter clothes, including a black knit hat, winter gloves, a scarf, and goggles. The police also found he had a pocket full of drugs on him. And as they were taking him away, his only words to the police were, "Hey man, is it cold in here or is it just me?" And on the opposite end of the spectrum, in Roswell, Georgia, a man was arrested after he broke into a house, but he didn't take any valuables. He took a shower. The homeowner came home, heard the shower running, looked in and saw a man she did not recognize. So she called the police. They came over, yanked this guy out of the shower. He insisted that he be known as the Duke of Germany. So what they did was they put him in the royal cell at the North Fulton County Jail. Now, you can call me a cynic if you want to, but I'm willing to bet that drugs were involved in this story too. And finally, I have something you'd like to know the whole story behind this. In Salem, Oregon, an 81-year-old man was arrested for attacking a taco stand with a machete. Now, fortunately, no one was injured, so that makes a machete attack on a taco stand a very funny premise. I can see the old man now. Tacos! We don't need no stinking tacos. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. No Friday Funnies this next week. We're going to be out on the road gathering more material, but we will be back on July 16th with more funnies for you. In the meantime, have a happy Independence Day.